It shock you. It shock you, ba. Why should it even shock you in the first place? See, you are not nice. You are not a nice person. I'm going to tell you why you are not nice. You are not nice because every time you want me to be looking like back of pot, like azuite, like something that the cat dragged from somewhere inside here. Ha! But I have shamed you today. I have disappointed you. This is Utonwa 2.0. Sometimes, see, sometimes we slay. Sometimes we beat up this face and turn into the version of Utonwa that you are looking at right now. Anyway, you're welcome to my channel, guys, especially those of you that are new here. You are welcome to my little corner of YouTube. I am saying, let me not say welcome too much, because I don't even know if you are going to be here for too long. Sometimes some people used to run away. Sometimes after subscribing, they will still not come and watch video. View will not be increasing. But we are going to be trying our best, even when it means that we have to beat up our face to look like this version of Utomwa. Anyway, guys, I came to talk about something. Of course, I'm always here to talk about something. By the way, look at my earrings, guys. Are you seeing it? Do you like it? I love it so much. I got it from Tachi NG, and I'm going to link them in my description box. I'm also going to link them in a pinned comment on this post. Yeah. So I came to talk about something. I think I've said this thing before, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Shebi is my channel that I came to. Yeah. So this post to this trending issue, because September that passed was a very violent month, filled with violence. Okotokale. Now, October is coming to prove that it is the senior brother of September by bringing his own violence. Now, there's this matter, one of the matters that trended last week, Maria, that Cubana chief priest called her out. Now, I did not come here to talk about Maria. Neither did I come here to talk about Cubana chief priest. I came to talk about something. And there's a pertinent question, actually, Juno. I want to ask you something. Why is it that when husband and wife are having issues, when they publicize it, or whether they did not publicize it, or whether they publicized it, why is it that everything, they eventually try to put all the blame on the wife? And when I say they, I mean the in-laws, the family of the husband, no matter what their brother did. In fact, as a matter of fact, their brother can do no wrong in their eyes. In their eyes, it is the wife that is at fault. They will find something to say about her, that she's a witch, or that she's evil, or that she drove the entire family away, or that she stopped her husband's family from coming around. And that is the matter I want to address in this Maria's case. So, the Maria herself, I'm not sure she has ever said anything since that case started. Neither did the Kelvin. Kelvin is the man, the culprit, the one that Cubana chief priest said is married to his sister. Nah, everybody is Cubana chief priest's sister anyway, as long as you're from Imo State. So me, I don't know whether the woman in question is his blood sister, but he came out and said his sister. So Kelvin has not said anything. That's the husband in question. Please, I'm sorry if my eye has been doing like this otherwise. I don't know why. But Kelvin's brother, I've forgotten that his handle, something energy, battery, energy god, something like that, but there's energy inside his name. He has been the person that has been talking and ranting and granting interviews all over social media. I said social media. I know, that's what I said. So he has been the person granting interviews and saying all sorts of things. Now, the point I came to address out of everything he said was where he was saying that that his brother has been trying to be good. He has been trying to hide the things, that so many things has been going on in his brother's marriage, that's between his brother and his wife. What is the wife's name, Seth? Do you know? I don't even know the name of the woman in question. Do you know? Anyway, he said that his brother has been dying in silence, but he has been trying to keep the peace and happiness because of his family, because he cherishes his family and all that. So he said that his brother's wife drove the entire family away, that they don't even come around their house anymore, they don't even visit anymore. That he even went as far as saying that when his brother was building their house back in the years, that he and his own younger brother, they were always going there, helping laborers, carrying block and everything with happiness, that a new house is coming to the family for all of them to go and live in peace and harmony until they become men of their own, and then move out and all that. But that since the wife came in, that she has driven everybody away, they don't come around, that even his mother, that's Kelvin's mother, their mother will go to visit, and the wife will not offer her food nor drink. I don't believe that. You see this one now, I don't even believe it. Anyway, that she drove everybody away. So why is that always the story? Why is that always the narrative, that the wife drove everybody away? Well, he went further to say that Kelvin now focused on his family. That's his own family with his wife and children, that he doesn't pay attention to his own family, that's his siblings, his mother and everything, that he acts like somebody that is under his spell. So that's why I came to ask that why is it that every time, this is the narrative, they keep saying this thing, that the woman drove the entire family away, that the man focused on the woman, the wife and his family, and he doesn't pay attention to them anymore. Why? All the time. I don't know if this thing happens in other tribes though, but I know that it happens a lot in my own tribe, Igbo people. When the man marries a wife, Amawia 1 minute biko, they will not let her drink water and drop cup. In-laws will always have one issue or the other with her. Even if when she, I think like comments in that post were saying that as long as the wife does not lick their feet, or does not worship them, or doesn't worship them, that they will not like her. They will always have one thing or the other to say about her. I don't know why this thing is so, and I don't know why there's always this sense of entitlement. People don't respect their brothers' wives, especially if that their brother has money. Because once that man has money, it's as if they don't even want the man to marry, because they all have this mentality that when the man marries, that all the money, the source of money that flows to them will be cut off. But I wonder, don't they don't they think that if the man marries, if their brother marries and has a family of his own, it means that his family is now his priority. It means that he has a lot of responsibilities now, financial responsibilities, go school fees, go house rent and everything, and caring for his family. He hasn't, priorities change. It's true that he grew up with his siblings and everything. They've known him for so many years. But that doesn't mean that he will not now focus on his own immediate family. For goodness sake, if you people want him to just focus on you people, then don't let him marry. He should not kukuma marry, so that you will know that all his focus and attention is on you people as the in-laws. Because once he marries, problem. They will start blaming the wife for everything. Do you know, let me tell you something. Do you know that if that Kelvin guy married Maria, they will still not like Maria? No matter who the man marries, they will still not like that woman. And disclaimer, this is not every family. There are actually some families that are nice, that are so good to their brothers' wives, that don't give her issues, that respect her, that give her the respect that is due to her, no matter how young she is. Yeah, they don't harass her, they don't disturb her, they respect her space, they respect her house, they go there when they ought to go there. They don't carry their whole, I don't know. This thing is very common. It's very common. They feel like even though their brother is married, all his attention should still be on them, the siblings and the parents and all. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he shouldn't pay attention to his siblings and his parents and his family. But I'm just trying to say that priorities change. Even the Bible said, a man, therefore, a man would leave his father and mother and cleave unto his wife, and they will become one. Which means that his priority, according to the Bible, is now his family that he has formed for himself. And when they start having children, his focus and everything, financially, emotionally, physically, his focus will be on his own family. It doesn't mean that he will abandon his siblings that grew up with him. But focus a change, you go, priorities have changed. I don't know when we would begin to respect that and begin to realize that. I have one married brother, and his wife is younger than me. In fact, as a matter of fact, his wife is younger than me and all my siblings, but we still give her own respect. We cannot go to her house now and enter her kitchen and open her fridge and start taking things, or enter her pot and start taking food, or go to her house now, or we want to visit her house now. We will not call her. We will call our brother. After all, it's our brother's house. You see that phrase, after all, it's my brother's house. I hate that phrase with a passion. And I know that I'm not the only person that hates it. And unfortunately, it is a very common phrase that comes out of the mouths of in-laws, especially sisters-in-law. My God, my goodness. I can't now, as I have kids now, I want my kids to go and visit them or spend some time with them. I will now call my brother and tell my brother that my kids are coming. And then I will not now respect his wife by calling her to tell her that my kids are coming over. Believe me, some in-laws do that, They do it. I'm telling you, go to Facebook, go kata story. If you read story, you will tire. Go to Instagram. There are some pages on Instagram that you go, you will read stories, you will tire. You will say, as in, human beings are like this? Like this? Really? And then, like I said, there are actually some families that are amazing. Some in-laws are amazing, to the extent that if the wife is having issue with her husband, the in-laws will side the wife. And yeah, don't come and say it's because the wife is always good to them. Let me tell you, there are in-laws that the wife is always good to them, yet they still pick on her. They still harass her for no reason at all. There are in-laws that are like that. No matter what the wife does, she can never do something good in their eyes. Do you know that there are even times when the wife, because she wants to avoid problem, so she's always making the husband buy things. She will tell him, "Bikon, call this your auntie, call that your auntie. You have not spoken to this your auntie for a long time. Oh. Send money to this person, send money to this your brother, send money to help her, help your sister to pay school fees and all that." She sometimes it's the wife that used to tell the husband to do these things, because she knows that if he doesn't do it, they will say that she's the one that has turned the husband away from them. Not knowing that most times the husband feels like burden is too much on him, let him focus on his own immediate family. But the in-laws will say that it is the wife. She has turned our brother. She has succeeded. She has turned our brother away from us. She has driven all of us away from the family. Anyway, I did not come here to talk too much. I just say, let me come and ask this thing. Why? Why is it that the fault is always on the women? They will forget the wrong that the husband did and start blaming the wife. This Maria's case, for example, nobody is talking about how the husband is cheating with Maria, letting her drive his car, living with her in Dubai. Abi, she's living with him in Dubai while his wife and family are all the way in Nigeria. Nobody's talking about that one again. No. Now they're now focused on, the in-laws are now focused on pushing the blame to the wife that that they have suffered in her hands. That if they open their mouths to talk about all the things that this woman has been doing, the thing gulike. I just say, let me come and talk. This my chit chat. I be sit down video. I know that all my points are all over the place, but I know for sure that you understand where I am coming from and you understand where I am going. And I need to hear your own opinion. Let me know, what do you think in the comment section? Why do you think it is so? Why is it that everybody is the wife that they are always attacking you, chopo, and you chase all of us away? Are you like that? You people that are in-laws that are watching me right now, do you used to harass your brother's wife? Are you people always gathering against her, or not giving her privacy and everything? Because before I end there, another important point is that one where in-laws feel like, because their brother built a house, so it is their right to carry all of them, all, as in everybody should go and go and live there. Is it not the case in this Kelvin's matter now? The brother built house. They went, they carried blocks and everything. They were hoping, they were happy that a new house is coming to the family for all of them to go and live in peace and harmony. Unana think is equal that your brother will marry. I mean, you were not planning for him to marry, or you were planning to live together with the husband and the wife in the same house in peace and harmony. What if they want their own privacy? They want their own personal space. You see the sense of entitlement that in-laws, especially brothers-in-law, used to have where their brother is. Let it end. Why not go and struggle to be? Why not go and work hard to achieve your own things, to build your own house, to be a man of your own? Why leech on him because he's your brother, because they born all of you together? Will make zero sense, because he himself has his own family, he has his own priority. These people are also very important to him, and I mean his wife and his children. You don't expect to say because you are siblings, you grew up together, your mommy born all of you together, you grew up together, so all his priority and focus should be on new people. Or make it no sense now. Anyway, because let me end. Chip in the comment section. Let's talk. Interactive video. Nobody should insult anybody. Nobody should fight. Nobody should throw anybody's slippers. Nobody should point hand inside anybody's eye. If you throw me slippers, I throw you slippers right back. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this chit chat video. Stay safe, stay blessed, and we're gonna see ourselves in the next video. Bye.